Knicks Some Noise. It's your man, Why Me? Yeah, the Knicks are in the finals, baby. And we going to talk about it. Let's go. Knicks Some Noise. It's your man, Why Me? Yeah, we going live, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody out there in the chat? Can y'all hear me? I got to do a little sound check here on my own. But we live, baby. Foot on base, Ken Griffey Jr. Let me see. I think I can hear myself pretty good. All right, let's go. Knicks Some Noise. It's your man, Why Me? Welcome back to another episode. Listen, man, we live. This is a live show. Y'all catch up when y'all catch up. I'm going to do my talk and I'm going to do my chat and do my little 1-2 thing. But the Knicks are in the playoffs. Not only the playoffs, the Knicks are in the NBA Finals. Let me fix my camera. Let me center myself. Let me move over to the left a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Fix what I got going on here. Knicks Some Noise. It's your man, Why Me? Welcome back. Listen, man, we doing a live show. Real talk, real come ups. Knicks is in the NBA Finals, and I couldn't be more than excited for my guys, man. We're looking at a tough matchup with Wembanyama. We're looking at a tough matchup versus Stephon Castle. But in my opinion, those are the only threats on that team. De'Aaron Fox is a good basketball player. But to me, he's not a threat. He's not a threat to us. We have a threat. We have Wemby. He's an all-around threat. He's a lob threat. He's an offensive threat. He's a triple threat. Stephon Castle, great defensive player. Somewhat of a threat from the outside, from mid-range or what have you. But listen, man, the Knicks offensively are so hot right now. I have no doubt. I have nothing but faith in my guys that we will be winning this championship in 5 to 6 games. Again, mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks are going to win a championship. Excuse me. Let me DJ quick. Let me DJ. Let me clear my throat. Pause. The Knicks are going to win the championship in 5 to 6 games. DJ cool. And the NBA has been put on notice earlier from 2 years ago, from our final series, you know what I'm saying, versus the Miami Heat, and Eric Spoelstra's like, I don't know why this guy's not an all-star. I don't know why this guy doesn't, get the respect that he deserves in the media and this, that, and the third. How was he overlooked? How was he a second-round pick? How was he a 33rd pick? We're talking Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen. How was he a 33rd pick? The Knicks are going to be winning this championship this year. And this is the belief of all fans. This is the belief of everyone. This is the general consensus, if you will, when it comes to this particular playoff series that we're in. And again, I couldn't be more excited for the guys, man. I couldn't be more excited for the guys. There was a lot of I want to say there was a lot of disbelief. I want to say there was a lot of talk and sarcasm on what the Knicks do, or what the Knicks can do, what we've done over the past few years, where we haven't gone. There's a lot of that. And there's a lot of people eating their words now. You know what I mean? Chomping on them. So I got nothing but great things to say about this team. I got nothing but excitement for Wednesday. Nothing but excitement, man. And we'll be out in San Antonio for games 1 and 2. So if you happen to see this and you need some, you know what I mean? You need to get hype. Let us know. Let me know in the comments what you think or how many games you think the Knicks will win in. Let's go. And most importantly, most importantly, New York City is back. New York City is back. Back. New York is back, baby. New York is back, and of course there's going to be a lot of people hating. There's a lot of hate going around. There's a lot of, you know, the Knicks ain't going to do this. The Knicks ain't going to do that. We don't trust the Knicks. Blah blah blah. There's a lot of that, man. People don't understand how far this team has come. People don't understand how many sacrifices were made financially from players who shouldn't have to make those types of sacrifices. People don't talk about that. These are things that we did as an organization, collective. The shocker was obviously getting rid of Tibbs last season. But the addition of Mike Brown, he's made it an equal opportunity offense. It's working. We have enough talent, to move the basketball. We have enough talent to finish games and quarters strong, to start off strong. We have enough talent to do all these things. We got enough talent to play any style of basketball, be it low post basketball, mid-range basketball, behind the arc basketball, defensive basketball. We have the ability to play all the various types of basketball. And that's a credit also to Tibbs. That's a credit to the players. But, that's a credit to the coaching staff. That's a credit to Mike Brown. And that's a credit to, the players buying in, understanding where we've been, understanding where we don't want to be again, understanding last year was crazy. It was Halliburton's year last year as far as all the way up to them playing and all the way up to him getting hurt. But Halliburton controlled the playoffs last year in the Eastern Conference in terms of big shot making and in terms of like heroics. I mean, we had some heroics versus Boston, but that was last year. Now, this is a whole nother year, and what everybody sees is that the Knicks are in the finals, finally, but there's still a lack of trust from non-Knicks fans and people that's from New York or who used to be Knicks fans, and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Knicks in 5, B. Knicks in 6. 5, Knicks in 5 or 6, and it doesn't matter. The more basketball, the better for real. But there's going to be a couple of those games, particularly games maybe 2 and 3 or games 1 and 3. Like, what I'm saying? There's going to be one game in San Antonio where the game's not going to be close. We're going to smack them. There's going to be another game in New York. We're going to smack them. We're going to run amok. Because the offense, to me, is too hot. At any given point of the game, the offense it activated in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. 5-6 minutes of the fourth quarter versus Cleveland in game 1, it activated. And we never look back. 44-11 in the last 10 minutes of the game. We're coming into this thinking like, yo, the offense is dynamic. It's got magic dust in the basketball when we shoot the basketball, like, bro. So at this point, everybody wants to know, can Jalen Brunson continue his incredible playoff run? OG Anunoby, can he stay healthy? These are the things that we're all praying for. We're all praying for a fully healthy roster. You know what I'm saying? Even Mitchell Robinson, that's wishful thinking. Obviously, he's not fully healthy, but as healthy as can be. We're praying for, everyone to go into the finals at the level that they are and come and go through the finals better and, no mishaps during the finals. I'm not speaking on that. And we just basically looking for our offense to continue and play the same basketball that we've been playing all playoffs. smacking teams, blowing teams out, baby seat, high chair, applesauce. Here you go. We've been cooking. And 38-point first quarters, 38-point first quarters, 40-point seconds and thirds, 40-point fourths, closeout games. We went in by sizable margins, more than 20, more than 50. We beat Atlanta by 50, Philly by 30, 40, beat Cleveland by 30, 40. Closeout games. Game ones, Jalen Brunson, always crazy in the game one situation. He always is amazing in game ones of the playoffs. Beating teams, and it's not luck, it's not no secret. He hasn't had to, change his game or acclimate his game for anybody, any defender. If he's going to pass, he's going to pass. If he's going to shoot, he's going to shoot. If he's going to do both, he's going to do both. He's never had to acclimate. He's never had to change his game to accommodate any defender. And Brunson is here, man. Brunson is the guy. Brunson is the one that Knicks fans have been waiting for a long time to right the ship. So shout out to Brunson. And then with the help of Towns, OG, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, the bench is crazy. Jalen Brunson himself versus the San Antonio Spurs is averaging nearly 29 points a game. And this includes his time in Dallas and his time in New York. He's going nothing but crazy as a New York Knick. He's had no less than 20 points versus San Antonio. Number of wins, win-loss percentages is great. And versus San Antonio, he's had that 60-point game. He's had that 60-point game when Wemby threw the basketball in the stands. 30-point games, 40-point games, 38, 36, 30. He's here. He's here. We just need the defense to step up and lock in. Julian Champagnie is a threat from the outside. He did burn us in that game on New Year's Eve. But, all playoffs up until I think game 5 or 6, he had 8 points in 4 games. And then, that one game 5 or 6, he had the breakout game. I think it was 5. He had the breakout game. But listen, man, I'm excited. Jalen Brunson is in the NBA championship for the first time in his NBA career, but he's not new to championship games as a basketball player, as a point guard, as a leader of the team. He's not new to championship games. At every level, he's won. High school, college, and now it's time. It's his time. It's the Knicks' time. It's OG's time. It's Karl Anthony Towns' time to get that monkey off his back. Going to the Western Conference Finals with Minnesota, getting over the playoff hump at first, and all the the issues and tragedy that he's faced off court. So at this point, this energy is so dynamic that we have nothing else to do but to break down the wall. And as Knicks fans, we're all waiting for this moment. We all waiting for this day to come, man. It's crazy. We all waiting for this day to come with basketball immortality welcomes us in. The Knicks win a championship in the year of 2026 after a 50-year no championship winning organization, years, 27 years or so, never getting back to the finals. 25 years of not getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. So we make the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years in a row. We make the playoffs, like 7 years in a row or so, 7, 8 years in a row. We make the playoffs, first round exit, second round exit, Eastern Conference Finals exit. Now we just kept and continue to get better. We continue to get better. Shout out to all of the former Knicks, just with this iteration that got us over the hump, and now we continue to get better. How will the Knicks handle the Spurs' size, depth, and execution? Very simple. The Knicks being the best defensive team left in the NBA. It's not simple, but we will continue to play the defense that we've been playing this whole season. We'll continue to defend. We'll continue to be, flying around. Landry Shamet, one of our best defenders, especially off the bench, but one of our better team defenders, probably our best on-ball defender besides OG. But Landry, one of our better defenders. Clarkson is a sneaky, but he tries. And I'm just speaking of the bench. Deuce, you know what I mean? Mitch coming off the bench. We'll see what Mitch has or what he can offer. Hopefully there's like some type of cast they put on his hand. They wrap it around. And then here, and maybe it'll stabilize it, or, these two fingers, maybe it'll create some stability. I don't know. I don't even know how I wrap my hand if it was busted and I didn't go to the doctor or whatever. But, Mitch is a warrior, man. Mitch has been the longest tenured Knick. And, he's here for a reason. He's here because the organization believed in him. There were people that were not his family. They believed in him. So, they're all here because of people believing in them believing in themselves. It's just a great feeling. And I think, the Spurs are playing great basketball as well for them to dethrone the champions before we had to. I think the Spurs did a great job playing physical with Oklahoma City, playing physical with Shea, living with the results of their physicality. And, the Oklahoma City Thunder were not rewarded for their lack of physicality and them taking charges and, absorbing a contact or, displacing themselves because of contact. The Oklahoma City Thunder were not allowed to thrive in that. So eventually, it wore out. Their momentum wore out because they established and build momentum by shooting free throws. It's a part of the game. We all hate it, but their momentum wore out. And then you're left with a pure basketball team. You're left with a pure basketball team in the San Antonio Spurs, and you're left with a pure basketball team in the New York Knicks. Offense, defense, and, if there were such thing in basketball called special teams, we would have that too. Like offense, defense, and coaching. Let's call coaching special teams. And so from both sides, the coaching legacy is there with San Antonio. The former players' support is there. Tim Duncan and Ginobili, they're there, just like Starks and Marbury. Sprewell and Ewing are there for us. So it's a lot of history. It's a lot of history. I wonder how Sprewell and them cats is going to interact with Tim Duncan and them if they get a chance to, or David Robinson. I wonder if they cool. Pat, Pat not really friendly with everybody. But maybe Starks will, kick it with him or whatever. I'm interested in whatever. At the end of the day, it's basketball. But we would have loved to beat the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sean Elliott, man. No shout out, but Sean Elliott, if he puts his foot down, you know what I mean? So listen, man, the Knicks are It's 4 games away. That's crazy. That is crazy. We played an 82 game regular season. Bump us up to 88, 6 games versus 92, 96, 100 games. We could win a championship in 100 games. The playoffs, right? The playoffs are 28 games. We could win a championship in 100 games. That's crazy, bro. 10 less games. We could win it. We could literally sweep San Antonio or beat them in 5. That's 101. 6 games, 102, 703, 103. A maximum of 103 games, 7 games less than what is required. San Antonio wins 7 with Oklahoma City, 7. And they got to come face the juggernaut offense that is the New York Knicks. By the fourth quarter, Oklahoma City, without the ability to get to the line, only scored, they only had like 90. We would have 90. We've had 90 in 3 quarters. Versus the Atlanta Hawks in the closeout game, I think we had 90 by halftime. We had like 78. It was crazy. We scored like 50 points in the first. Bro, it was insane. This offense is maniacal. Landry Shamet is giving you 15 off the bench. Deuce McBride has 6 threes in the first quarter versus the 76ers, bro. That's insane, bro. This offense is wilding. This is the best Knicks offense I've seen with Jalen Brunson, obviously, on the team, but from the Carmelo Anthony Knicks, from the Patrick Ewing Knicks, this offense is out for blood. And that's all the mentality is. Blood. It's blood in the water. It's blood in the water. And the Knicks are out for blood. I'm just saying that. The Knicks offense is out for blood. We almost have no weaknesses on offense. Almost none. And that's crazy to pretty much have like a seamless offense. We got no weaknesses. How you like that? And all we need to do is just play within ourselves. That's all we need to do. Play the same basketball we've been playing all year, all playoffs. Shoot the basketball. If Mitch is healthy, get to the lob. Even Huck Porty can get to the lob. So if Huck Porty comes in for Mitch, get to the lob. They're going to have to work out the timing with him. Get to the lob. It's going to be by committee at that spot if Mitchell Robinson is not 100% and ready to go. We might need Mo D. And Towns might have to play big minutes versus Wemby, but being smart. But again, slicing, dicing, getting to the lob, drawing Wemby out. Once we got Wemby outside on the perimeter, we play basketball behind him, get to the lob. Quick. Somebody box him out. We play basketball behind him. We drag Wemby out and we run action behind, like literally behind his back. And we keep him doing this in a circle. We play basketball from behind him to the front of him, to the left of him, behind him, to the right. We keep him in a circle. That's all you got to do with Wemby. Keep him spinning. We're going to spin Wemby like a top. And I'll be able to point out those things, you know what I'm saying, if they employ my strategy. But we'll spin Wemby like a top and then require all the other players to stop us at the rim, which won't happen. Maybe Castle, but that's it. And then on offense, San Antonio, they're not great shooters. Champagne is a good shooter. And Wemby is streaky. Castle can be streaky. Vassell, not a great shooter. I don't know about anybody else. So if it's one of them situations where they're hitting shots and appearing or coming off as great shooters, that's on us. We're great shooters. All our whole starting five are great shooters. Brunson. The Hart is the worst. Josh Hart is the worst best shooter. And he's a great shooter when it's time. He's not a great shooter automatic, but when it's time, and he's a rhythm shooter. Mikal Bridges, mid-range, great shooter. 3-point, very good shooter. Towns, great shooter all around. OG, great shooter all around. I'm crazy excited for the squad. I'm crazy excited for what's about to happen. You know, obviously what we want to happen, what we think is going to happen. And you know, judging by the fan base is super excited too, 100% excited too. Shout out to 85 Aesthetics for the hat. You see it. You know what I mean? Shout out to 85 Aesthetics. You know, your man old, bro. I ain't got no hairline, bro. Don't try to look at my shit. Don't try to look at my joint. My joint cooked. It don't matter. I don't care. But listen, man. Knicks in the NBA Finals, man. That's all that really matters, bro. The Knicks are in the NBA Finals, and the world is hating. The world is hating on New York. Ain't my fault. Silk the Shocker, Master P. You know what I mean? And I think we got a 5 to 6 game series with these cats. Some games tough fought, but the games that will be decisive will be divisive and decisive. We're going to decide them games by the margin. We're going to dictate them games. We're going to dictate the offense. Like I said, we're going to spin Wemby around. And Towns is a good defender on Wemby as well. He has the body and the physical ability to stop Wemby from trying to impose himself. Does he have the skills to stay with him left to right? Wemby is a little shifty at times. So Towns has the ability to guard Victor Wembanyama as well as Mitchell Robinson. And Mitchell Robinson poses a threat because of his vertical ability. His ability like dunks and tip-ins and things like that. And he's twice as physical as Towns is on that low post area. Maybe like 1.5 times as physical. So shout out to Mitch. Get well soon. Everybody else, one more day. And then Wednesday, we playing basketball. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you do see this, who you think is going to win? And in how many games? Spurs fans, y'all welcome. But, you know, your trolling is only going to be lasting for so long. Your trolling is only going to be temporary. Is this the year the Knicks bring another championship back after 50 some odd years? 57 years? 50, how many years is that? 26 plus 29? 56 years, 72. That's 28 plus 26, 52 years, 54. Can't do math. It's crazy. I just said every number in the 50s. The key matchup to me at this moment is going to be called Anthony Towns versus Wemby. And then the second key matchup would be Jalen Brunson versus Castle. At those levels, at those spots, those matchups could do a couple things. Cancel each other out or determine the outcome of the game. But for instance, if the outcome of the game is not in our favor, we have an OG, we have a Mikal Bridges, we got a Josh Hart, we got a Shaman that's shooting crazy, we got a Clarkson that can be another ball handler, we got a Deuce McBride that's been shooting crazy. We got defenders over there. We got a full team. We got all hands on deck over there. And we just ready and waiting for this opportunity as fans. And I know the players is ready. I know JB is ready. I know Josh is ready. I know all in Villanova cats is ready. OG, he's ready. Everybody's ready. And we've already broken the NBA Cup curse and made it to the finals. So we could be the first team to win the cup and win the NBA finals. And guess what? It's going to be versus the same damn team. That's another thing. We could win the cup and the NBA finals both versus San Antonio. Again, we could do this in 100 games. 100 games. An 18-game playoff run. That'd be some of the best 18 to 21 basketball games you ever seen in your life. Knicks Some Noise. It's your man, Why Me. We are live. We are discussing the New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs, which will begin Wednesday, June the 3rd. These are the NBA finals, and the Knicks have not been there since 1972. And I was born in 1983. I mean, I'm sorry. The Knicks have not won a championship. And I was born in 1980. This is 1972. We've been in the finals in 99. Nobody knows what to say or how to feel about this either. Like, you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot of emotions. But Wednesday, man, I mean, enough with the facts. You know what I'm saying? Enough with the facts. Enough with the stats. Enough with all of that. Enough with 99, 71, 72. Enough with all of that. It's 2026. This is a whole new team. You might as well have been a Knicks fan since 2018, since the couple years before COVID. The first time Trump got elected. You might as well have been a Knicks fan since then, because this is a whole new team. It's a whole new brand of basketball, a whole new style of basketball is being ran a completely different way as far as the front office. The style of basketball, we got a point guard. Having a point guard. We've needed a point guard for years, and now we got him. And it just so happens that he's an MVP level point guard. He's an MVP level point guard. Point guard. He's really like a 2. He really like a 4. And he's 6'1". He's like a power forward with game. Charles Barkley, a left-handed Charles Barkley. Some Brunsons. X Factors, probably Mikal. Obviously, he's been the X Factor the whole playoffs. Helter Skelter, but Mikal, like Wingstop, basically. Mikal and OG, Josh. X Factors on the Knicks. X Factors on the Spurs, Castle, Vassell, and Fox. X Factors on the Spurs. It's basically them 3 versus our 3. Bench-wise, again, we got Shamet, Deuce, Clarkson, Mitch. That's 9 right there. So bench-wise, our bench is better. We just can't let Champagny or any of those guys hit multiple threes. He's not overall had like a great playoff. So we can't let him hit 10 threes. Somebody needs to guard him. We can't have like Jalen Brunson closing out on him all night. It needs to be somebody more defensively capable of blocking his shot or altering his shot of Mikal Bridges or OG. We need to guard the shooters because they don't have many. And we shouldn't let their bad shooters get in any type of rhythm. Like Vassell, he takes the shots. Vassell, he takes the shots, but he doesn't make the shots. But he's aggressive. And so we need to make sure that he's aggressive, but not productive. Fox too. And we could maybe live with Castle at that point and what Wemby does. Because then they become they're just by default, obviously, the 2 best players on that team. And Keldon Johnson has also been playing okay. But again, he'll be looking at a guy like OG across from him. Is that the interaction you want to have all night? You want OG on your case all night? I ain't think so either. So, the Knicks are in pole position right now to win this championship in 5 games or 4 games, 4, 5, or 6 games. And again, doing this whole entire season, including playoffs, in 100 games, from 100 to 103 games. That means we played 7 games less than what we could have played. Something like that. No play-ins and all that. So that means we played 7 games less than what we could have played. 10 games or something, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see how long how fast we get it done. That's the type of confidence I have in the team and the way that they're playing offense. The way that our team is shooting threes, like Wemby doesn't matter. He's a non-factor. He's a non-factor. If you can get 3-point production from all 5 of your starters and 2 bench dudes, and everybody's capable of hitting 5 or more threes, multiple threes, what you gonna do when you got 7 players that can give you 5 or more threes a game? They could give you like a minimum of 3 threes per game. You got 7 players. And they give you 3, they could give you a minimum of 3 threes. That's 21 threes. That's 23 out of, and let's say they go, the percentage is 40%. You know what I mean? 50% sometimes. So we go 21 of like 45. 20, we go 20 for 45. That's crazy. We go 21, we go 20 or 60. That's 1/3. But if we go 20 for 50, 20 for 45 to 50 is crazy, bro. We can do that. We could put up 40 on Wemby and them in the first quarter and not look back and like never look back. We could do that. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep my nerves calm. Cause I'm excited, bro. Like I want to I want to be in New York for real. But I know how crazy I would be crazy out there. I'd be acting a damn fool out there. For the Knicks to be this far, and then you know what? And then you know what? And then you know what? This is the bar. The bar is set now. This is the bar. This is that we're not gonna expect nothing less than get into the Eastern Conference Finals or get into the NBA Finals or at least minimum second round. We're not gonna expect nothing less than that from these guys or from any future Knicks organizations now, because we know that our front office knows how to find talent and they know how to put talent around the most talented players. I think if Randall didn't dislocate his shoulder, we would still have Randall. They like Randall. The fans was mixed emotions about Randall, but him dislocating his shoulder got Towns here. But the defense that Randall and OG was playing when OG first got here, the intensity in which them two cats was playing, that would have been the wing stop from hell. That front court would have been hell. You got to deal with them too. I think Randall, you know what I'm saying, his gear subsided knowing, they were outmatched with San Antonio. I think they went down 3-1 and Ant-Man wasn't 100%. Dante tore his Achilles. I mean, for Randall, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's time to go home. I'm going to play, but I'm not going to kill myself because we're not going to win. I can't make them win. I can't make my team win. It ain't my team to make them win. If Ant is out here, you know what Ant going to do. Knicks Some Noise. It's your man, Why Me? I done rambled. You know what I'm saying? I had a few people peek in, pop in, but I understand. It's the vibes. It's the algorithm. I ain't in it. You know what I mean? I ain't in it like I'm supposed to be. It's all right. I ain't as consistent as my Knicks have been for the last 4 years, but you know what? I've been front and center for every game. But I've been keeping my opinions to myself. And there's a lot of people that, they get wishy-washy. Oh, the Knicks need to do this, the Knicks need to do that. And I've been a victim to it too. Like, them first couple games versus Atlanta, you almost think the team's gonna implode and they don't want to be here no more. It's like you start looking at them with the microscope, like, bro, do you still want to be on this team? Like, you playing like you want to get traded, bro. If they, what I'm saying, if they would have choked that off for real, tricked that off for real, we not resigning cats. We getting rid of cats. Coach, everybody. That would have been, you know what I mean? So they couldn't go out like that. They had to look like, yo, bro, come around. Like, yo, if we choke this, bro, like, we're out of here. Nobody's safe. They tricked that one off. Nobody would have been safe. Philly too. Cleveland, they would have been like, same thing. Went to the finals, lost. They choked. But The Hawks first round. So we here now. NBA Finals. Knicks versus Spurs. June 3rd. Maybe the guys will. Maybe some of my homies will. Hit me up for a show. We've been long overdue, but dudes living their life right now, taking care of their kids and family. Man, shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the guys, man. Looking at the squad. Like we about to win, man. You know what I'm saying? My guys are taking care of their families right now, so they couldn't be here to join. I'm flying solo dolo with an empty plane, but it's all good. I'm here to talk. Might catch this another time, bro. Like that's the thing. You can't be too proud. Sometimes you ain't gonna be talking to nobody, and then sometimes you get a few people to jump in here. You keep doing better. Keep doing better. So that's what the Knicks have done. The Knicks have improved every single year. Listen, man, we here right now. Like my game one prediction is what it's always going to be. The Knicks will win this by 15 or more. Brunson will come out. He'll get 35, 30 to 35. And the Knicks win. Yeah, the Knicks win by 15, 10 to 15 minimum. And Wemby will have less than 25. Castle will have less than 20. The highest scorer may be Champagne. But we keep Wemby under 25. We keep Castle under 20. Game over. And then on our side, Jalen get his 30. Towns get his 20. OG get his 18. Mikal Bridges get his 12 to 15. Josh get his 12. Shammy get his 8 to 10. Deuce get his 12, 11. Mitch get his, well, I don't know how many points I can give Mitch, but let's say Mitch get his 4. We done with them. Light work. Parlez-vous français? Dommage. Listen, Knicks Some Noise. This your man, Why Me? We out. We'll return. We'll continue to talk about the Knicks as we lead up to the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. The legend, Anthony Mason. Shout out to OG. Dunking on M Booty. Art is not a crime. Your why? Keep on. Your purpose, your why. Stay focused. Calm in the end. It's your man, Why Me? Knicks Some Noise. Knicks in the NBA Finals. Knicks in 5. Knicks in 6. No more talking. June 3rd. Bring your ass, San Antonio, because we bringing the belt. And that's that, man. It's your man, Why Me? We out, man. Knicks in 5, man. Knicks in 6. Matter of fact, this is my prediction for the Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6. Knicks win the first game. Knicks win the second game. Knicks win game 4. Knicks win game 5. If we beat them in 4 and close this out in the Garden, win the NBA championship in the Garden, come on. We got a tall order with Wembanyama, though. Don't get me wrong. I might be overhyping it with the 4, but 5 or 6, we got a tall order with Wemby. But Wemby gets tired. He gets worn down. He gets frustrated. We've dealt with all the frustrating things as an organization. We've dealt with all the frustrating things. It's our time. That's why me. We out.